Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. While Hearthstone Mercenaries Mythic boss rush is largely solved, we are currently at level 500, there are still some bits and pieces that come up as new, and this is one of those. Day 3 level 500 starts with Echo of Medivh, and in order to beat Echo of Medivh at this high level, what you want to do, you want to use Drek'Thar. So I use this team to do it. I'm using Nemsy with Fresh Speeches, I'm using Drek'Thar with Drek'Thar Spellbook, I'm using Gigi with Flameheart Crystal, Geddon with Mark of Conflagration, and then I have Rogers and Genn, but they are really here for the artillery strike. So the idea here is that Echo of Medivh, Drek'Thar's Spellbook, passive your characters have arcane resistance. I upgraded mine to level 20 for plus 53 arcane resistance, and this equipment is bugged. This is currently bugged, so it actually gives you twice as much arcane resistance as it says. So this gives you 106. And note, if and when Blizzard fixes this bug, then this will become quite useless. I mean, I know people have upgraded like artillery strike to level 100 by now. So yeah, I guess you could upgrade this to level 40 and then you would have that 106 arcane resistance. So yeah, it's still possible even if the bug is fixed. But now that it's bugged, it's reasonably cheap to actually get the arcane resistance. And that means that Drek'Thar just makes everyone survive. So in the first fight, I'm using Gigi, Drek'Thar, Geddon. Get some fire damage in, Geddon just AoEs, and Drek'Thar keeps everyone alive. I know people are also doing it with Genn, Drek'Thar, Geddon, but my Genn is not at the level where Genn could survive, because even small damage getting critted, my Genn would just perish. Also, once you get artillery strike on this particular day, well, my artillery strikes are a little bit weak, so I have to get one on Rogers to get all the way, or I need a Geddon bomb and Genn artillery strike. So yeah, some options. Geddon bomb, by the way, if you don't know, the start of game effects happen in the order that the Mercs are in the team. So if Geddon gets Driving Bomb, start of game, mark a random enemy, if it takes damage this turn, deal damage to it and its neighbors. If Geddon is before any artillery strike Mercs, then the bomb goes off first, and then the artillery strikes happen, and then that can just increase your reach. So I have these, and then I have Nemsy with Can't Touch This, potentially getting Can't Touch This as a treasure. So that's my cheap budget way to get through this. You could do more artillery strikes. Some people even have Genn, like crazy upgraded Genns that can just solo Ragnaros that comes out in the final fight after artillery strike, but I don't have any of that, so Nemsy, and Nemsy even without Can't Touch This actually, just with Fresh Speeches and Bogonomics and Boggy, and help all of my team survive. So a couple of options, but the key thing, the new thing here is Echo of Medivh fight, Drek'Thar Spellbook, Arcane Resistance, and this is what it all looks like in action. $63 arcane damage. Well, that was a really, really low roll. Alright. We're blasting. They do have a lot of health now, but I guess my mini Mercs will eventually get through. Dum, 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 dum. So far so good. Do it like this. So then we give them Divine Shield from this. But Geddon's first hit takes the Divine Shields away, and the second hit actually deals damage. Splendid. Alright, some more. Sugamishi, if you had 100,000 renown unspent, which 6 Mercs would you upgrade? Well, I would upgrade Artillery Strike, of course. And then Genn, Geddon, Balinda. I mean, you could spend small amounts in like Malgazar, Hook Tusk, Mercs like this that you use in cheese strategies. But that can benefit from staying alive. If your Merc isn't maxed and used for artillery strike, it only does 4 damage. Yeah, it doesn't use the upgraded version. So not Celestials. No, if you have a lot of renown, you just artillery strike. And if you can't do a day with an artillery strike, then you just don't play that day. Artillery strike and cheese comps that get through first bosses. Celestials can get you really high with investment that is less than the investment in single ability or single treasure, the artillery strike. But if you have a ton of renown, then there's no real reason to do Celestials. But obviously if you have less renown, then you can't get the artillery strike to do anything, then Celestials are completely fine. Because they actually let you win bounties, instead of just not playing the mode. Get rid of that Gigi. Right, so far so good. Actually deals a bit of damage. If that had hit into Drek'Thar twice, it could have killed Drek'Thar. So we need to get rid of this so that Medivh loses a bunch of ramp. I will make a complete guide to this mode in the near future, because the mode is now completely solved, so... Well, the cheese comps are a little bit boss specific, but like... Bonsamdi, Belinda... Bonsamdi doesn't need any upgrades though. You just need a maxed Bonsamdi. You don't need to spend a single upgrade on Bonsamdi. But you typically do something like Bonsamdi, Belinda, Khadgar, Bonsamdi, Belinda, Geddon, then Hook Tusk, Belinda, or Hook Tusk, Bonsamdi, Belinda, Malchezaar. Also, you don't necessarily have to upgrade Malchezaar. Like, there's a bunch of mercs that you use in cheese strategies that don't necessarily need upgrades. Okay, so now if Drek'Thar dies, that's a problem. So I need to do it like this. This ensures that Drek'Thar, well, makes it least likely for Drek'Thar to die. Because Drek'Thar would have to be hit twice. That makes Drek'Thar survive one hit, which is excellent. Okay, Drek'Thar again survives one hit. Actually, Drek'Thar now survives 2 hits because Medivh lost so much ramp. So we're all good. Yep, we're all good. Yeah, there's no way to lose from here. If anything, it would be beneficial if I could somehow get rid of Geddon. But I don't think there's a safe way to get rid of Geddon here. Oh, we just keep blasting. What level of artillery strike will be enough for now for most cases? For most cases, well, level 50 was like the original goal many people had at 200 damage. For example, this week's farming bounty requires 244 damage. So, to make the smoothest farm. So, what level is that? That's level 61. Some people have it dealing 400 damage, so at level 100. Level 100, I guess, clears almost everything. Probably only Nefarian doesn't die immediately from level 100. And the first useful level is when you can deal 150 damage. That's when it starts to get useful. So that would be level... What level is that? That's level 38. Well, Driving Bomb can be useful if we can find an artillery strike. And we find an artillery strike. So now we have a bomb. And we have an artillery strike. As you can see, mine is only level 40. Which is too low, really. But 2 copies of that can handle most things. Not everything yet, but most things. And in this particular case, that level 38 would have been enough to kill this specific boss. Didn't find another artillery strike. That's tough. Alright, so we're at Ice Howl. With 1 artillery strike that will kill the ads. But I think Ice Howl is just going to run. Ice Howl is just going to wreak havoc anyway. Like here, 250 damage would be needed for 1 artillery strike to clear this one. Oh, but I did have the bomb. And the bomb killed it. That was wonderful. Okay, so far so good. Good bomb. I'll take more health, yes, why not? Oh, can't touch this. Wonderful. Alright, so sometimes even Genn artillery strike can be enough. Even a lower level. Genn artillery strike doesn't kill all of these though. Now does it? It does when the bomb hits just the right target. Aha. So now it's just me against Rag. Alright. Let's go, Rag. Let's go. $188 damage. Nemsy, save yourself. I should have used some abilities on the others too. Yeah, I know. Well, let's start using some abilities. And save Gigi. Whee! Bomb is 15, I guess, something like that. You can't touch this, Rag. Can't touch this. Alright. We're good. Rag only does those individual hits, so if you have a single character that can heal enough, then they can just sometimes, like, out-heal Ragnaros. That can happen too. But this time we went in with the can't touch this and the results were wonderful. Alright, sometimes lucky with the bomb. Yeah, so that's how I can complete this bounty. And get 125 beautiful renown coins. Whee! 20 turns. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.